Okay, now we'll all take questions.
Governor,
Yeah.
leadership in southeastern Pennsylvania and the counties released a statement yesterday that said they are very disappointed that the Department of Health appears to be interested in going ahead with the mass vaccination site in their region. Their belief is that you are disregarding their interest to do this on their own with infrastructure they've already set up. What's your view of their thoughts?
I think we actually have two in the region, so we're trying to acknowledge that if we can do some things that we're happy to do that. But again, you have to go back to how well Pennsylvania is doing, and I think what we're seeing here is an example of when we work together, we can actually do some pretty amazing things. So on the whole, Pennsylvania is doing a good job with our teachers. We're doing a really much better than expected job. We're above average in just about anything you want to look at in terms of how we're getting the vaccines out. So I'm very proud of what Pennsylvania is doing.
Are you confirming 2 sites in southeastern PA? There will be 2 sites? Because that hadn't been confirmed.
Yeah, we are.
There will be 2.
Yeah.
Governor, they believe, though, that because they've invested and they've set up infrastructure, they can do it actually faster and with a wider spread than your folks. Why not listen to them? They've done fairly well here as well.
Well, I think we've done fairly well too. So I mean, I understand we have a continuing conversation, but I'm very proud of what Pennsylvania has done.
Why not listen to them? Why not give them their, Governor, I'm sorry, why not give them what it is they want in this region if they're competent to do it?
As I say, I think what we're doing, and I think this is an example, we're doing a really good job in Pennsylvania, and I think we are connecting and communicating as much as we can, and I think I'm, again, very proud of what Pennsylvania has done. I think we're doing a good job, and I think we ought to keep doing this. We're all suffering from the same thing, and as we need more supply, that keeps increasing every week, and as that happens, it won't be too long before everybody, what did the president say, May 1st, we're all going to be in a position where everybody will be eligible for a vaccine, and I think Pennsylvania will be able to make that.
Governor, the issue, though, is where that supply goes and how it's distributed. Why not trust the local folks to know the best way to distribute it in their communities?
I think we are. That's why we're doing so well.
They don't want to go into the mass vaccination site. They want to do it themselves.
Some of them do want to do the mass vaccination sites, and we are doing it. Again, I think we have to keep coming back to how are we doing in Pennsylvania? How are we doing in places like this? This is, and I think thanks to Dr. Hoffman and the folks who've worked here, efforts like this have been really smooth, and we have had great success. I think we need to recognize that and say things are going very well here.
But Governor, you're suggesting things are going well. You haven't set up a mass vaccination site right here. So if they're going well in southeastern PA, it's the work of the local folks, is it not?
I think we're all working together. Pennsylvania is the Department of Health is working with local folks all across Pennsylvania. Now, the only exception, of course, is Philadelphia is its own entity in this. They have their own distribution system set up, and they're getting their own allocation directly from the federal government. But the other 66 counties, we're all working together.
And Governor, we've seen, though, you say you're working together, but we've seen the statements going back and forth between local officials, between state officials. How do you fix this? Because it really has just ended up with a lot of arguing.
Actually, I think the way you fix it is by performing, and that's what I'm saying we're doing. That's what Pennsylvania is doing. Yeah.
Let me ask about the J&J vaccine.
Yeah.
Like, for example, this is the J&J vaccine and the fact that the surplus will be coming out soon. Bucks County has 4 sites right now running. It has the potential and the capacity to double the amount of vaccinations, and it has the infrastructure set up. They learned, again, that vaccine, that surplus, is no longer going to go to the clinics, that they have the potential, to, like I said, triple or quadruple the number of vaccinations, that in fact it's going to go to a vaccine site that hasn't even been set up, that's about an hour away from here. So I'm trying to understand whether that J&J vaccine will also come to Bucks County so they can basically fulfill the capacity that they have been unable to realize because of the limited supply.
Yeah, I'm not, again, I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you're talking about. The Johnson & Johnson vaccines have been going out, been tailored for the education community. And after that, we are now looking at other folks who will be given priority, who we need to get back into action and feel safe working for us as quickly as possible. So I'm not sure that what has, I don't think any of the Johnson & Johnson, I might be wrong. I think, Kevin, you can maybe follow up with the facts here, but Johnson & Johnson has never gone through, as far as I know, from the state. Now, I think there is a direct federal partnership, and maybe that's what they're talking about, but I'm just not aware of what you're talking about.
I guess let me make my question more specific. There will be a surplus of Johnson & Johnson vaccine, but will that come to
When will that happen?
Sorry, not a surplus. I'm sorry, the J&J vaccine that will be coming to the counties eventually, are they going to be coming directly to the clinics here?
I don't, we haven't decided that on Johnson & Johnson, as far as I know. So I think maybe Kevin can get back to you with the details of that. But the Johnson & Johnson, I don't think was ever in the mix. You're talking about maybe Pfizer and Moderna. And that continues, the allocation continues to grow.
I know ideally that the county would like that Johnson & Johnson vaccine eventually to come to its clinics as well, because it's in the position to reach that population that may not have the means to travel to any kind of mass clinic outside of Bucks County. So that's my question.
I think maybe we can, because I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about. Again, the Johnson & Johnson we've done with the education community, and that has been exclusively run through that channel. And I think is the reason that we've done so well so quickly.
Thank you, everyone. Governor,
Thank you.
one more,
Yeah.
if I could.
Yeah.
You said that the state is working well together. The spokesperson for the Department of Health said that the leaders in southeastern Pennsylvania were bemoaning the fact that they needed to pick a site for the new mass site. They were bemoaning that. They also alleged that they were wasting time. Those don't sound like efforts by the Department of Health to work together with the folks here in southeastern Pennsylvania who are Democrats and have stood with you on masking and restrictions and other issues.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of the press secretary's comments. I don't know what they're talking about. Again, we are doing a phenomenal job, I think, in Pennsylvania. The results are really good. Maybe it would be better if we were number one rather than number two in terms of the improvement over the last 7 days. But I think you'd have to scratch your head, find out what is it that we could be doing better.
So those sites are coming. You're putting 2 sites in southeastern PA.
Yeah.
That's how that's happening.
Why is that better? Why are those mass sites better than smaller local clinics run by the county?
I'm not sure we have a network of sites that go through pharmacies. We have the mass vaccination sites that we're setting up. Eventually, we're going to have to do things to actually reach people who are hard to reach, shut-ins, and we'll have another channel for that. So we have multiple channels, and I think we're like here. The education channel is a unique channel because we're using the intermediate units. So we're using a lot of different channels, and I think we're having success.
Thank you, everyone.